We're back on Get Up.
Oh, man.
I am speechless. I don't know how to put into words how frustrating I am, or frustrated I am, to read to you what I'm about to read to you. From New York Jets training camp. Quarterback Justin Fields has been carted off the field and taken to the locker room after being pressured on an incomplete pass. He has an apparent leg injury. He walked on his own power after getting back inside the facility. Our Jets reporter Rich Samini is on the ground at Jets camp. He tweeted out a significant update, quote, Fields limps off the field after being pressured on an incomplete pass under the tent with a trainer. Adam Schefter is also saying Fields is now being carted off to the locker room. The tone of all of the tweets that I am seeing from the people who are there make it sound like this is something bad. And I turn to others to speak on my behalf because, quite candidly, if I were to speak right now, I don't know how well that would go for anyone. It is the first freaking day of practice, and Justin Fields, they're not even in pads, and Justin Fields is being carted off the field as I have been touting all this time. This is going to go so well. The Jets are so much better than everybody thinks they're going to be. And all of a sudden, Justin Fields is being carted off the field at a practice. Who are you talking to over there? Get on the phone and find out what's happening.
I could leave the show now and go.
How am I supposed to react to this?
Listen, you always want to treat injuries as serious. This just happened, so even the reporters on the field don't know. Aaron Glenn is probably not going to give us much information, but the problem is within the Jets as a fan base. It's like we can never have anything. See, there's like a pall over this entire studio right now.
Harry.
So the first thing I would say, I hope and I pray Justin Fields is going to be okay, and it's not significant. Second thing, for an organization that went out and got a quarterback to say, you know what, we believe in you. For Aaron Glenn to be the head coach, we believe in you, Justin Fields. For him to be paired back up with Garrett Wilson, those two guys made magic at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. You had high hopes, and even if it wasn't the playoffs this season, you felt like this Jets organization now, under the leadership of Aaron Glenn with Justin Fields and those guys being paired up, that the future is bright. So I'm just hoping right now, Greeny, this is not significant because we do not have images back from, an MRI or X-rays, but it is devastating from a Jets perspective for the fan base, for the players, for everyone who's bought in and invested into this organization, because it seems like every single season it's something with this team.
D-Wood, we got Aaron Rodgers. We had him for 4 plays before he got hurt. We signed Justin Fields. What is today? July, whatever it is. 24th. I sincerely thank you. I had like 5 people in here tell me what day it is. That's how I'm doing so far, America. D-Wood, go ahead. Just say something.
I'm not going to jump to conclusions because we don't know what the injury is, obviously. I think that the biggest thing you take away from this is like coming into the training camp, there was so much goodwill that the Jets organization, had because you go out there, you sign your 2 foundational players in Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. They had been doing things the right way. You haven't hardly heard a peep from the Jets organization because that was by design with Aaron Glenn. And then obviously early on in training camp, you get, what could quite possibly be a significant injury to your starting quarterback.
Here's why you're optimistic about the Jets. Because Aaron Glenn, you believe in his ability to coach, but you believe in him as a man. You believe that he, as a former Jets player, that he came from Detroit. They built Detroit from the ground up in the Dan Campbell era. They started from the bottom to what they have now. That's the kind of guy you need in this situation when you are trying to reestablish a culture and you are hoping that it's not bad news, but that's the kind of leader that you want to have.
So here's another part of, as you read off the teleprompter, Greeny, that's bothering me. He was pressured. So I'm saying to myself, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, but Big Wood, this is also why before practice, guys, stay off the quarterback. Stay away from the quarterback. And I know we don't know the gist of it yet and what actually happened, but as it says, being pressured, I hope.
You're making it's very.
Let's just go on. We'll get information as quickly as we can. Kmart, if you get a text or anything like that, let me know immediately.
Let me put the J's back on and go.
In the meantime, let's do trivia as though anybody cares. Harry, who is the only bottom of the hour here? Let's do an NFC North quarterback edition of Show Me Something. Hey, Kmart, fill in the blank. Caleb Williams needs to show me what?
Not 4,000 yards. Instead, an affinity for the boring fundamentals of football. Take care of the basics. Those 4,000 yards, that 70% completion percentage, it will come.
I like that. You have to embrace the boring part of the game, and the rest of it will take care of itself. D Wood, let's talk about Jordan Love. Fill in the blank. Jordan Love needs to show me what?
Less turnovers. I mean, in the past couple of years, he's had 22 interceptions. 21 of those turnovers have come in the first half of each season. So clean up the turnovers. When this guy plays clean ball, he's one of the best quarterbacks we have in our game.
Keep waiting for him to take that step into MVP territory, which I've projected for him the last couple of years. We'll see. And then let's get to the big mystery. The kid in Minnesota, Harry, J.J. McCarthy needs to show me what?
That he won't mess it up because he's in the perfect situation. And Grinny, when I look at all rookie quarterbacks and second-year quarterbacks, J.J. McCarthy is in the best situation of all of them. So show me that you won't mess it up and that you can thrive within this offense and be explosive.
He's in his second training camp. He was talking yesterday about the difference he feels between entering his rookie camp and now this opportunity in his second year.
I feel different just because, it's a different situation being year two, knowing the offense a lot better than I did when I first came in here and knowing the guys and how they move and, how they react to certain, coaching points and just little, things that go along with day-to-day, practice and meetings. And, yeah, it's definitely a different feeling and a really good one.
It's an important reminder, I think, because some of us, those of us who didn't play, might look at it and say, well, that's just a lost year. He didn't get to play at all. But he was there for everything. He was able to observe and learn, and in that way will be so much more ready for this opportunity when he gets it than he would have had he gotten it a year ago. That said, Kmart, I'm struggling with the answer to this question. What would define a successful season? They won 14 games last year. They were alive for the 1 seed at the very end. What does success look like for J.J. McCarthy?
Honestly, I might differ from the guys. This is essentially his rookie season. So the same with Caleb Williams. It's like, I want to temper expectations. I know people want to just plug in J.J. McCarthy and say, if you don't get us to the playoffs and to the first round and get a playoff win, then we should have kept Sam Darnold. I don't think that is fair. I love the fact that he was able, despite not playing last year, he was able to watch, still get to soak up the game and get the mental reps. But we got to also preach a little bit of patience for him. I think a successful season, if they are competitive. See, that's what
Harry is skeptical. I can't make that face, but I absolutely. Let me try it.
I get it. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm with you. Go ahead, tell her.
Yeah, the patience was last season. He had an entire year to be able to get acclimated, learn the offense, be ingrained in this system. When you have one of the better offensive lines, the best wide receiver in the game, a top defense,
and a great coach in KOC,
and they chose to walk away from a guy who won 14 games for them to hand the ball to this young man. It may not be fair, but the reality is if they take a big step back, then that move is going to look like a mistake.
But I can see, I'm just different. I think with these young quarterbacks, you do have to have a long-term plan. If you
Hello, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn gấp một đôi cao gót màu xanh như thế này nhá. Bây giờ các bạn vào làm của mình luôn nhé.